Yeah, it's quite a good performance, and I don't know who beat them on the main bracket. Do you know?
I'm not sure. Not sure
Oh,
about
King
that.
of Osman won 3-0 versus edurdoscool. And for the other one, him.
Um,
Well, I don't.
well, anyway, like we have Aztec against Russia now, and here on top of the map, it's School playing as Russia in the color blue. On the other side, it's Raikou playing as Aztecs in the color red, and that was probably just a foot start because I don't see any extra resources for any of these players. Um, School got a nice 60 food, and Raikou is just like building his fire pit and dancing for experience and build a house, just regular Aztec stuff.
But he's not going for the llamas.
No,
He,
he's going
he
for the treasures, which is usually not what you do, but I guess it's decent. I mean, he's gonna get a nice
yeah,
XP treasure, but I don't know how valuable XP is as Aztecs, right? I mean, it's not as good as for Aztecs as for another Civ, just because they already get so much XP anyway, and he already has his
yeah,
three
yeah,
villager shipment on the way, so
yeah. And that well, Blue did not the best job at getting the llamas also, so it might be okay. But otherwise, you can quite quickly get 8 llamas, and that's a lot of.
um yeah, I guess he's just not sure like where Aztec is. Now he should know because he sees that Aztec got an XP treasure. He should know that he can just like pick up all the llamas safely. But maybe he was not sure if he should like go on this side, of the cliffs or stay on
Yeah,
his side and pick up all the llamas. Because depending on where
yeah,
the opponent explorer is, you kind of have to adapt. But yeah, now he's going back and he's missing like a couple
yeah.
llamas here. So
This one you should get anyway. The
yeah.
first one you should have if you are used to playing because it's always in the same place. One hit. Um,
Yeah.
but meanwhile, the Aztec is getting a nice food treasure, the 91,
Yeah, looks like
which
he's
is
gonna get it
quite
just in
okay.
time for his age up. So that's gonna be cool for him.
I don't really understand this treasure because sometimes it's guarded by 3 wolves and sometimes it's the same treasure guarded by only 2 wolves, like it's
Yeah, it's just two different treasures, but treasures are not balanced. So yeah.
a bit dumb.
Yeah, I don't really like it. I would like the treasures to be maybe reworked a little bit. Because some of them are really too OP. Like a villager treasure is just way too good, for example, and that is just like bad. Like I mean, two sheep it's not horrible, but it's just not as good as some other treasures. Like it's something you can pick up when there's not anything, like when there's nothing else for you to pick. But yeah, that is also a really low HP, but he's gonna get that wood, and it's gonna help him so much for the war hut.
Yeah, it's big. By the way, isn't this matchup usually Aztec favorable?
Oh yeah, we need to check Hans. Fuck. Yeah, but they're fine. It's like uh,
Yeah, I forgot.
I guess
Oh,
Russia has a little bit worse Hans, but it does have two Hans, and
yeah,
no, I guess
actually,
that's
it's
okay.
okay. This
What?
one is a bit more new.
Yeah. Give me a second. Apparently your sound is fine on the stream, but for me it's a little bit low. Do you think you can make yourself louder or on Discord?
Um, well, I will check, but I don't really know how to use it on mobile phone, so
All right.
sure I managed to
Or
do it.
maybe if you can just get your phone a little bit closer to you, if it's possible. I don't know.
Uh, well, no, I'm anyway using how do you say this? Hero, not
Earphones?
directly the sound out. Yeah, so so yeah, no, it's maxed on
Yeah, now it's
the
better. I'm gonna make you lower for the
already.
stream, but for me it's better.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
don't know. I did nothing, so it's
Uh,
a bit
well, I don't know, but it's much better for me. Anyway,
okay. Good.
we have 3 warrior priests first for Aztecs, and then
Oh,
700
but
wood, so getting a little bit more greedy than the
yeah,
standard stuff.
yeah. And Russia got Barak at home, but he also did the market and hunting dogs, so it's not like all on defense for him, so that's okay. And he shipped 700 wood. Um, yeah, I don't know if yeah, it's probably better than Cossacks at this point because anyway, there is already 5 coyotes and the treasure guardian and stuff for Aztec, so 5 Cossack wouldn't be scary anyway.
Yeah, 5 Cossacks is useful only if you're getting rushed, I guess, and you want to defend, or if you want to raid with them, but you can't really raid too much here. So yeah, I think it's good that he went for the wood. I don't really like that second blockhouse. I've seen people do this a lot recently in this matchup, like going for 2 blockhouses and 1 stable. But I really don't know what you do with the 2 blockhouses, to be honest.
Yeah, but I mean, what do you want to do with the wood? Or you don't ship it, I guess. But
Well, you can train straight ads. Like one batch of straight is 200 wood because you need the house with them. So I don't think it's a problem to spend the wood. Usually I do it with only one blockhouse and I spend it. Or at least if you build a second blockhouse, I could see it somewhere on the map to get map control, you know? Like sneak one villager here or something maybe and build one. But anyway, Explorer gonna be picked up, but killing actually a coyote. And well, only 10
yeah,
straight ads, so he's gonna have to hide them for now. Going 700 coin, so he wants to spam some Cossacks probably.
yeah, but it will be hard to gather them, or maybe not, since
Yeah,
Aztec is going back. But here it was not so bad in the end to have 2 black houses, I guess, because it helps a lot to kill coyotes
yeah,
these days.
it just scares your opponent away. Like he's just afraid of the 2 blockhouses. I just feel like if you play tight, you don't need it. If you defend well, you don't really need them. But yeah, here it's probably helping. Um, so we are
Okay,
gonna see
this push
probably
is
5 Cossacks
scary.
next. And I think that could be a really good fight for Russia, maybe. Uh,
Um, yeah, with the Minutemen, maybe,
yeah,
yeah, it could be.
but
Let's see.
he's just getting
That will
housed so
pop
hard
some.
and losing a villager as well. So he
Yeah,
really
he's
needs
not
to fight
house.
soon. 5 costs from the stable. He can probably just buy
Okay.
time with them.
Yeah, the problem is that he had no resources for the Minutemen, then
Yeah, he should
there's
maybe
no
eat
food.
some llamas or something like that. He really needs to get the food now because he got some gold, but he needs the food as well. So
Maybe he should have skipped 1 Cossack and do the Minutemen because he could have got a really good trade with them, I think.
yeah, probably. Um, I don't know. That was just pretty good for Aztecs, right? I mean, what did they lose? Both of them. Aztec lost some units to TC Fire and stuff, but he idled at the same time, and he did get 2 houses down and killed a villager. I don't know. Well, it's not the end of the world for Russia. It was an okay hold here, but it just feels like it's quite good for Aztec. He's just slowing Russia down so much and getting XP from killing stuff. And I don't know. Russia has to do something soon, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was like a good push for Aztec, but since Aztec shipped like more aggressive shipments and Russia scales maybe a bit better than Aztec, it could still be a good
Yeah,
position for Russia
that's true. Russia is gonna
because
need map
Aztec didn't
control
ship
though.
village. Yeah,
Oh, and that raid is gonna be very good for Russia actually. There's 5 coyotes. Oh well, there's
oh,
more coyotes on the right, so a good raid might end up
oh,
being pretty bad for Russia. If he loses his 5 Cossacks, it's quite fucked. Uh, he's just gonna let
he will
let
lose
them die and get the views, but that's not a good trade, I think.
yeah,
He's got
4 villagers
mm,
or
4 views
five
for five
Cossacks.
costs. Yeah, I don't know.
It's gonna be hard to hold in the next few minutes. and it's a problem because he needs the. He has no food right.
Yeah, that's a problem. Just like really needs the
He can
units
use.
to get map control. Eco doesn't matter too much if you can't gather anyway.
He could eat the livestock maybe.
Yeah, if he wants to push out now, then he should definitely eat some of it. Maybe not all of them, but a few at least.
And there is two animals here. To the there. Oh, but Tech is coming up now.
Hmm. Russia doesn't have too many units, to be honest.
Yeah. Maybe with the Minuteman he can
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah, it's just
He's there on
he
the way.
doesn't have enough cav, I feel like. I mean, this is like a good Minuteman pop and stuff. I don't know, it's pretty close.
It seems not so bad for Russia.
Yeah, maybe Russia is gonna clean up actually, because Aztec is not. He should be fighting Cossacks with Coyotes now, but he keeps them on the Musketeers. If he could kill if he could kill the Cossacks with Coyotes, then he would be okay, I think. But still pretty close. I think that's just pretty good for Aztecs, to be honest. Just because he still has map control, and Russia is not gonna have enough stuff to push out now. I think. I don't know. It's pretty close. It's a close game.
Yeah, it was really a close fight. The Minutemen did a great job at cleaning the Pumas, but then it was still a bit more stuff for Aztec, I believe.
Yeah.
But it was a good trade for Russia, maybe. But I don't know if it will be enough. Maybe with 13 turrets, no, he can take a bit more.
Yeah, the thing is that he can still ship for Cossacks as well, so he has potential to remass a bit more than Aztecs. But then again, Aztecs can ship crates to mass. Like he can ship 600 wood and that kind of stuff. In Russia, I used his 3 big crates. I don't know. I really don't know who's gonna win this. It's really close, I think. Because Aztec is getting map control now, and Russia has really no map, but he has more units, so he might be able to. Come again?
The next ends are a bit far for Russia, so that might be a problem.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's kind of normal, right? At this point, he has to take some map control at 12 minutes.
Yeah. Well, Russia has a lot more military population right now.
Right, your voice is cutting a bit, by the way.
Well, maybe next game I try to switch back on my computer or Discord.
Yeah, I think that would be maybe better because it's really a bit cutting and sometimes I can't understand what you're saying. But anyway, we have here a fight and that's a lot of Coyotes, but it's mainly a musketeer army from Russia, so I don't know how well that's gonna go. Although Coyotes do okay against Musked and they have Coyote combat, and he's also dancing for war with 5 warrior priests. So he's gonna get cleaned up, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I think he needed a few maces, and it would have been fine. But here it was just Coyotes, so it didn't really work.
Yeah, right. More Coyotes gonna come in, but there's a lot of Cossacks, and
yeah, that's too late to ship the knight after the Jaegers.
Yeah. He also didn't pop them in the Wahat, he popped them at home. That was big. Imagine the Strange Jaguars just popping in the main fight and just killing Musketeers, because they kill Musketeers, like Russian Musketeers, in maybe 3 hits or something. So they're really, really important. And when you see how many units are left for Russia, so like just not many, right? There's just a few units. I think if he shipped the Jaguars in the main fight directly, he could have maybe cleaned up, or at least just killed more units and be okay, But yeah, now the Wahat is gonna go down, and there's 4 Cossacks on the way for Russia. What?
He's rebuilding a Wahat here, but it might just go down later as well, because Russia has still the military advantage, and more Cossacks will be hard to deal with for Aztec.
Yeah, and there's big batches.
This is big, yeah.
Yeah, for Russia. He should wait for them before sieging, I think. Well, it's probably gonna be okay, but kind of risky. But yeah, it looks like it's pretty hard for Aztecs to deal with this army at this point.
Yeah, and the economic population is also in favor of Russia now, so I
Yeah,
think Russia is in a very good spot. Oh, there is another fight now, and there is much less musketeers than before, but still, that's more units for Russia.
yeah, I think he's making less musketeers because he's got boyars in, so he can make more Cossacks and less musketeers. But I don't know. It's like Russia is winning fights, but it feels like coyotes are trading pretty well. Like they're just cleaning up lots of stuff every time, but Aztec doesn't really mass enough of them to really win a fight. He's fighting too much. I think Aztec is just fighting too much. He should wait for like 30 or 40 coyotes and then clean Russia up or something like that. What is going on now?
I don't know. Well, I don't think it's me. Okay, well, he's out anyway.
That was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Your voice wasn't cutting for this time, so so I don't think I was the one lagging, but
No, no,
maybe
no.
more
I
here.
don't think so. I think it's just when he resigned. Actually, it made it lag
Oh yeah,
somehow.
yeah,
Uh,
probably.
it always makes it lag a little bit when someone resigns, but this time was a really big spike. But anyway, yeah, that's GG. So quite. I mean, it was a pretty close game, but at the end of the day, Russia was just winning every fight, so he just won it quite
Yeah.
easily. In fact, I mean, one fight was even in Russia's base, and then
Oh, it
Russia
was.
just remassed more, and Aztec never remassed enough coyotes to really clean up. So
Yeah, maybe Aztec shouldn't have take the first fight because
yeah,
he didn't need to. He just had to contain because Russia was really turtling on his
yeah, that's
near
true.
his city, so it was a bit risky to fight here.
That's true. He
And
was he could just
but-
contain and already just clean up the Cossacks because he was focusing his coyotes on musketeers. But usually you always want to have your cav fighting your opponent's cav and not infantry or something. Because if you clean up the infantry, um, but you lose your own cav and then your opponent is left with cav and you have maces, for example, and your maces just die. So you have to first kill his cav and then you can do whatever. But yeah, so I feel like this fight could have gone a bit better for Aztecs, or maybe he could just not have taken it, like you said. But anyway, that's a win for edurdoscool here.
yeah, yeah, and they are already on the selecting SIP for the next game, and edurdoscool is Brit. He's locked on it
All right.
since he was the first picking SIF. The next map is for Raida, and yeah, Waiku will have to choose. I don't know them at all, so I don't know what are their SIF pool.
Um, I've seen Idiota School play Brits few times. You know, he went for this super big pike mass against Boss Azamk and Bungun when they were playing Su. Um,
Oh yeah,
so I think he does play Brits quite a lot. I've also seen him play Russia before, so yeah. I don't know what else he can play, but we will see. Oh, they're actually ready to go. Japan against Brits. That's
okay.
that's an interesting matchup.
It's strange to counterpick Brit with Japan, in my
It's
opinion,
yeah, it's kind
but
of
maybe on
strange.
this map it's okay because there is the water which helps Japan a bit.
Yeah, and there's the
Uh,
sheep, but still, it's also a good map for Brits because they have so much hunting base, so they can probably go for something like 200 mana pop, semi-FF or whatever, you know, with Virginia Company, that kind of stuff. Maybe you're not gonna see Brits gonna play longbow pike aggressive here, but just more boomy. I just feel like it's a rather good matchup for Brits, but we'll see. Uh, we've seen Raikou play very all in the previous series he played against Rimex 12 as Japan, like shipping the daimyo and then shipping units in his daimyo and stuff. So he might just do something like that, which could be scary for Brits, I guess. If he's not ready to defend. We'll see. So
yeah, and
that's
the
it.
market's
Yeah,
probably good for Brit. Yeah.
yeah. And we have on top of the map, Japan, Raikou in the color red. and it's a wood start, which is just good for buses, really. And on the other side of the map, it's edurdoscool playing in the color blue as Brits. Could have gone for a trading post in Virginia Company, but he's just playing it standard, so not gonna go too greedy here. Um, and what is Raikou doing? He's not building a consulate yet. He's just stacking 320 wood for now, so I'm curious to see what he's gonna do with it. He's just building shrines, which is kind of weird, just because the Japanese consulate makes it cheaper to age up. Sorry, Portuguese consulate. So it kind of feel like free when you have a 300 wood start to just build a consulate and age faster. But he's not
Well,
doing that.
I know that there is some builds that don't use the consulate. It's usually aggressive builds, but I think this map is very good for doing a consulate and a Japanese consulate on the shrine boom because it's a big map, and so you can put easily a lot of shrines. Also, there is a lot of funds to do that. Plus, you can then use the Portuguese consulate to ship the free fishing boats, which is quite OP.
Oh my god, I'm sorry to cut you, but he actually, one of the monks was AFK and he was fighting with only one of them, and he actually, like, he didn't see his second monk was not fighting, and he just lost it. It's just so big. But yeah, I agree on this map. I would rather expect some Portuguese consulate build. There's also just, yeah, lots of hunts on the map, and you can spread your shrines a lot. But yeah, okay, he's just building shrines. What was his treasure actually? 105
Some
coin.
food, I think.
Oh yeah, 60 food, never
Yeah,
mind.
60 food.
And Idiota's School getting 105 coin, and what is he doing with it? He spent it. Maybe he got his hunting dogs with it, I'm not sure.
Um,
Because he spent some coin here. Like, he
yeah,
has
he's
only
got
65
hunting
coin
dog.
left, so he must have spent his 105 coin on something.
Yeah, he has hunting dog. And he got it at 1 minute and 30, so it must be this.
Yeah, I didn't really see at which time he got it, but yeah, I mean, compared to when he picked up his treasure. But anyway, Brits is aging up with hunting dogs and two manors at a decent time, like a bit of idle time, but really not too much. And he's going to be able to get Gangso directly after, thanks to that market. So quite a solid start for Brits. Then again, Japan also got 3 shrines, which is nice, especially with some
But I
sheep on it.
I dislike a bit that Japan didn't get the first market upgrade in H1 because it's very cheap and he had the gold already,
Yeah,
so it was just a few wood to chop and
yeah,
it's nice, I think.
worth it, yeah. He might just get it now though.
Yeah, probably.
But it's kind of nice to just get that upgrade in H1, and then when you start shopping in transition, you can get the wood upgrade in your market. And it's just similar to what Brit does, but
Yeah, and
uh,
he's aging with the gate, I think,
yeah, I think that's the Tory gates. Yeah, so gonna be aggressive for sure,
definitely.
but I
And
kind of
I'm not
dislike that
sure it
age
will
up.
work.
What?
Yeah, I don't think it should work versus Wit. And Wit is aging with the Torah as well. So
Although,
it
yeah,
helps to defend.
yeah, but then if you get your samurai to siege down the tower, because that guy has a huge siege, it could be good. Or
Yeah.
also, we gotta say that the samurai was buffed on EP. On RE, it has a multiplayer against villagers. It does only half the damage against villas, so it's really bad, I think, on RE because the samurai doesn't even kill the villagers of a front base too much, you know. But now that it's doing full damage, you might kill a vill with it or something. We'll have to see. I think it's gonna be too late, but
Yeah, it's probably too late since the FB of Brit is already building now, almost up. So yeah, no way it comes in time.
yeah, it's gonna be way too late. So the samurai is gonna be pretty much useless, and it kind of sucks for
And
Japan.
Japan has still no market upgrades, despite
Yeah,
having a market.
he's just playing it really weird, to be honest. Like getting a TP. I don't even see the point of taking a trading post when you go for the Torii gates, because you already get extra XP from whatever you do, right? If you build something, you get more XP. If you kill something, you also get more XP. So I don't think building a trading post is too good when you already get extra XP, because it's just kind of
Yeah.
overkill, I think. Uh, and yeah, not getting market upgrades and no consulate. It's just kind of strange. I don't think I like that play, but we'll see what he can do
It's a
with
bit
it.
strange.
Yeah.
It gives me the impression of seeing ASMK playing just random stuff I don't understand, but maybe it will work in the end.
Of who playing?
ASMK,
Oh, Azam. Yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah. Except Azam has kind of a plan usually, and it looks to me like
yeah,
there's no plan here, to be honest. But we'll see.
yeah,
I
we will
mean,
see.
because he's gonna get outboomed by Brits, or Brits is gonna outmass him, like one of these. And it looks like it's gonna be outmassed because Brits is going aggressive.
Oh,
Uh,
oh, yeah, it's very aggressive actually. Already 6 longbows being shipped on
yeah.
two axes start.
I don't get why you would ship 6 longbows if you have Thoraxes. I feel like it's just like you might as well ship 600 wood then if you have Thoraxes and spam out of them, because I don't think
But
he can.
Japan shipped Yumis as well,
Yeah,
so
but
that's equal.
he can't take that fight. Longbows are just
Yeah,
better than
Japan.
Yumis, and he's just fighting with half of them. He
Oh,
does need to snipe
the
the
samurai.
samurai though, because the samurai is gonna do lots of damage. Yeah, okay, it's down. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
looking like a pretty good trade for Brits to me.
Yeah, but in the end, Japan has still more economic population, so maybe he's in an okay spot.
Yeah, and the problem also is that the longbows at some point were focusing a Japanese monk, and the monk was tanking so much, and you need to focus the Yumis. So it's still a good
Yeah.
trade for Japan, I guess. It just
Hmm.
feels like,
Uh,
Brits have more booming potential after that, because Japan without a Portuguese consulate, without the Kami card, without like he can just ship bills, but he can't boom too much like Brits, I think. But we'll see. It's pretty close at this point.
yeah,
Also,
what is good?
yeah,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Okay. So what is good is that Japan gets a bit more XP from fighting with this Torii gate. So he was able to ship 5 more Yumis earlier, and then he could hold. But still, it's not so good for Japan, I think, because Brit has no more army again. Oh, the Daimo is here already.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I just don't
And
like the British build here. I mean, first, if you go longbow and you build a like you age up with the tower, it's just kind of slow because you don't get the 500 food, which helps a lot when you're going longbows. Then shipping 6 longbows in the tower when you have two racks is kind of strange. And now he's adding a stable, so he's gotta be shipping 700 gold next. Because if not, I don't think he has the eco to make any hussars. I guess the stable could be really cool here.
yeah, but it's really an aggressive build from Brit, and he doesn't have much eco behind it.
Yeah. He's kind
Oh,
of mismicroing his longbows also. They keep walking forward, and now he might just get cleaned up by the daimyo.
yeah. Also, at this point, with the Japanese consulate on the Daimo, the Yumis might be better than the longbows already.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know if they're better. It kind of depends how you micro your longbows, because if you can like if he keeps walking with them like he does, yeah, they're not super strong. But if you can just sit with them and use their DPS, it's pretty good. But yeah, I don't see Brits winning this now. I mean, there's just way too much stuff for Japan, and he's even got 5 ashes. So even with the calf switch is not gonna be too efficient here. Without the ashes, he might have a shot at just cleaning up with 5 hussars, but right now, it looks tough for Brits here.
Yeah, I think the 5 pikes did almost nothing here.
Yeah.
Not sure why he did them. He used them.
Um, and he shipped 5 bills, but the stable is
Oh,
not. I mean, is he gonna get anything out of that stable now? No,
oh,
he's not
for
trying.
us.
Oh, for us. I guess if you can snap the ashes, might be okay.
Yeah,
Because the
I
daimyo is
think.
in the back as well, but
Oh, yeah.
we might just see 5 ashes shipment now or something in the daimyo. Because there's
Oh,
something on the way. Uh, that's pretty good for Brits. I mean, he's gonna kill the daimyo. That's huge.
oh.
I don't know why he let it die, but wow, yeah, that's a
But
good
it's still a
comeback.
close fight.
What?
Well, it was a very good trade for Brit actually.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah, and he's finishing them.
didn't expect it to go that way. I mean, because look
Yeah.
at that. Oh, it's so unfortunate. Where he shipped 5 ashes somewhere, and they couldn't come in the daimyo because he let it die. I feel like if if Japan maybe hit and run a bit and keep his daimyo in the back and then ship the ashes inside, he might have been okay. But it kind of went just super wrong for Japan here. Like he just lost everything, including his daimyo, and he's left with not much now. I mean, he has no more unit shipments. Like he literally shipped everything, the Yumis, the Ashes, and even the Daimyo. So he can't ship any kind of units. And he has a few market upgrades, but really not too many. I don't know. We'll see. Like now, Brice is pushing without anti-cav himself, and there's a stable for Japan. So, oh, that's a big
Yeah,
break.
and yeah, they are all waiting, so the other ashes are dying in base. Meanwhile,
Oh yeah. I
and
just
he could
imagine
have spot the raid.
I just
Oh
imagine
yeah,
5 Nagis popping now and all the ashes in base, like 20 ashes, because he lost some and there's 14 on the field. So if he had like 20 ashes now and 5 Nagis, he would just clean up so easily. But it's going to be a little bit harder now to clean up with only 3 Nagis.
yeah,
Minutemen
with the
being
husk.
called. And I think longbows are just really strong, and there's more husks, so Brits is gonna be okay here. And the raid is not doing too much in base. School did a good job at defending with some musketeers and minutemen.
Yeah,
So
the raid did
yeah,
nothing.
he did kill one vill, I think, with the raid, but it's not too much. Uh,
Okay, yeah.
and yeah, it's just looking really good for Brits here at this point.
Yeah, I
He's
don't
also
know how Japan will hold now because the Minutemen are gone. So maybe with some Nagis he could get good trade.
well, there's not too many
Um,
units. I think he's okay for now, like just a few Haas and longbows. But if some more batches come, it might be a bit of a problem for Japan here. But he did get a good raid
yeah.
here. Let's check units lost.
Oh,
That's 6 vills dead for Brits and 5 vills dead for Japan, so kind of
oh,
even.
and look at it here.
Oh yeah, Nagi pop and
So Japan is now in a good spot actually.
it's a really close game. I think it's just going back and forth, and it's rather close. I mean, it's hard to say who is ahead. There's Cav HP in also for Brits, and Japan doesn't have any upgrade.
Yeah,
But
but with 4 villagers shipments, Japan is now ahead in eco.
yeah, but Brits might just build some more manors and get ahead or something. I don't know. We will have to see. I feel
Oh,
like Brits
actually there is
has to
a
switch to
dark
musketeers maybe. Oh, what is in queue?
fishing
Fishing
boat.
boats. Okay. I think it would be maybe worth building one caravel just to kill the 3 boats and then sieging the shrines on the coast.
Yeah, I agree. Especially since he should know that there is the fishing boat shipments because you can see it
Yeah, you can
on the
see he
deck.
shipped it. Yeah. And even if you don't see the deck, you kind of know that he's gonna ship boats because it's kind of just the best you can do as Japan. And also, when he goes for such an aggressive playstyle, you don't really expect him to go for Kami, right? But yeah, maybe we're gonna see Caravel, maybe not. Do we have water? Oh, it's kind of a water deck for Brits actually. I didn't check the deck, but kind of a strange water deck. He's got advanced docks, but not schooners. He's got colonial militia, which is weird against Japan, I think. And the first fishing upgrade, but not the H2 one. But okay, well, why not? And Japan also
Yeah,
has a couple water
maybe
cards.
maybe it's something special for EP where you can do builds on water without schooners. So I guess
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was what.
you can. Um, just not sure advanced docks is very useful if you don't have schooners, because schooners means you can spam fishing boats faster and then keep them in the dock and then use advanced dock. But without schooners, I don't know how useful it is. But anyway, that's looking very bad for
Very
Japan
good for
here.
Brits.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it was a very good fight because Japan engaged, and then there was like I don't know, 15 Musk
yeah.
reinforcing for Brits, so he was a bit fucked.
And now Japan almost running out of food. Like he's got 1k5 left on the other orchard. So he's even gonna have to ship the orchard soon. So yeah,
Oh,
it's just over.
yeah, it was a nice game.
Yeah, it was a nice game.
Really,
Really back and forth. Like one player taking a good fight than the other one. You can see in the graph like it's going up and down all the time. Lots of fights.
yeah, we couldn't tell who was winning until the end.
Right. The eco was pretty close as well. But Brits just being ahead in resources because they are just faster early on and get ahead. And he probably got steel traps and stuff. While Japan got small market upgrades, but not too many. But yeah,
Yeah, I
good.
think the deciding factor was the fight when when Japan lost his daimyo and all
Yeah,
his army.
yeah.
It
I
was
think he
just
got really behind then. At start, Japan felt behind, but then he got a really good fight, and he was really ahead and pushing, and he just lost all his stuff despite having like 10 more pop-up units. And it was really unfortunate for him. And losing the daimyo is just so big because you really want to keep that guy alive the whole game if you can, because it's just super important. Because you can't, it's like an
yeah.
upgrade, but you can't ship it again, and if it dies, then the upgrade is gone. So, yeah, well, that was a good game. That's 2-0 for edurdoscool, and this is, I guess, a best of 5. So, it's already match point.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, on the next map is Kamchatka, and I think um oh, who picked the first? The one who won the previous game, right?
Yeah, edurdoscool has
Okay,
to pick
so
first, and he's picking Japan. Yeah.
he's thinking still. He said he is not locked on
Okay.
Japan, but it's a good map for Japan, so we could see that.
Yeah, it's a map where you can't really take a stagecoach, which is always nice for Japan because big stagecoach maps are not too good. And
Yeah,
uh,
but
and
it's
there's the
quite a
livestock.
balanced map.
What?
It's a balanced map, I think, and you can play almost anything here. But yeah, apparently he's locked on Japan now.
Yeah, you can play most thieves, but maybe aggressive thieves are not super good in this map, like Aztecs or Russia. Maybe not super great, but you can play most. Like you can play some IFF thieves, but you can also play stuff like Japan or Brits or whatever, like boomy stuff or Dutch. But maybe just not too aggressive thieves, I think. But it's rather
Yeah.
balanced, yeah. Oh, and now we see the other like the other way around now. Raikou counterpicking Japan with Spritz.
Yeah, so we will see. I guess we will see if it's the same kind of game because it was really weird, like not standard. I mean, so we will see if we have again something unstandard or something more classic.
Yeah, it's kind of up to Brits. I mean, like Japan can be fast, but Brits are just faster. I think overall. I don't know though. If you got really aggressive stuff like with the consulate training these shinobis, and shipping ashes, and then Japan is quite strong early on. But um, I feel like Japan needs to adapt a little bit to what Brit is doing. So it's gonna be maybe up to Raikou to decide of the pace of this game. And that's again a wood start.
Yes. So yeah, but Japan can also decide to do some weird stuff like Reiku did the previous game with no Portuguese consulate and this kind of stuff. So we will see.
Uh Yeah.
Or maybe it just never works. I don't know.
What never works? What do you mean?
Not going for the Japan, for the Portuguese consulate and doing the kind of stuff
I don't
Japan
know.
did.
I feel like I feel like you should just get it when it's 300 wood. No matter what, you should just Portuguese consulate. That's my opinion. Then I'm not a Japanese player, but it's just like math for me. You know, it's like logic. I don't see how it's good to like pay 120 more food for your age up, and you know for what? Like just to get more shrines, but then you can get them later your shrine and cheaper and just age up earlier. So I don't understand. And yeah, that 90 wood
Yeah.
is gonna be sweet for Japan.
But Brit could have spotted. Oh, and he did know, but maybe
Too
it's
late.
too late.
But they're gonna depend if he gets a divine strike.
Oh, no, it's not too late actually.
Yeah.
So, the-
Oh, and he steals it. So he could get an extra mana if he chops 30 wood, or he can just keep it for later. But either way, it's pretty good for Brits here. But yeah, so
yeah,
Idioto
it's
School got.
also
Sorry, yeah,
it, it's denying one shrine for Japan. I mean, if
yeah,
Japan got it, it would have one more shrine. So it's good.
yeah. And so yeah, I don't know. Idioto School got two shrines, so basically he gets one more shrine than he would with the Portuguese consulate. But he needs to pay 120 food more for his age up. And the shrines he built cost 120 wood instead of 102 wood. So I really don't understand why you would do that personally, but I guess we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, it's strange that they are both doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. I get it when it's not a wood start, because chopping 100 wood is painful. But when it's a wood start, I really just don't understand why you would do that. Um, I guess it's maybe because they want to be for going for Japanese consulate later and not use the 100 export to go on the Portuguese one. But still, I mean, it's just so good to pay 120 less food for your age up. It's like getting a 120 food treasure. I mean, it's huge. So I just don't understand. And then all the shrines you build in transition are cheaper as well. So it's just super weird to me. But we don't have a Torii Gates age up this time. We have the standard Toshugo shrine.
Yes, so it's not as strong as the previous one. But also, I wanted to say that Japan got 6 goats, so it's quite nice, I think, with Japan to
Yeah,
have them.
definitely. But it's kind of normal as well, right? Japan starts with 3 scouts and Brits with 1. Although he did get a macaque, so it's 2 scouts. But you know, with the cherry orchard and the 2 explorers, you kind of expect Japan to find more goats than Brits.
Yes, for sure.
Oh, who got that? 40 wood. Oh, Idiotoscope
Oh,
got it this time.
yeah. Oh, yeah, okay.
So they both got
And
90 wood in each one. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I think Japan is up a bit faster than usual. It will be like 4 minutes and 25 or something,
Mm,
maybe even sooner.
no, it's not gonna be before that. I think. Wait, let me think. It's 2 minutes age up, but with one bill, it's 1 minute 50 age up. So he should have like, yeah, he's gonna age up at 430 or something. I think.
Oh.
But it's kind of normal. I think on a wood start. I don't know.
What is this forward consulate, by the way?
Yeah, I guess you wanna go Japanese consulate and yeah, just Japanese consulate stuff.
Yeah, it's a bit strange. Oh,
Yeah, then again, he
Bridge
could
is
have
not
had this
gonna
consulate in H1, you know. But yeah, what?
Bridge is not gonna go for an FB.
I guess he just scouted the. Oh well, no, he just didn't want to go front base at all because he didn't send any villages. Maybe he's just like, yeah, he just feels like he wanna play passive. I guess it's okay since Japan is not playing super greedy. You can probably play greedy yourself and defend, and then just be ahead in eco.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, especially with this build from Japan, where he did a bit less shrines than usual because he had no Portuguese consulate.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, 2 wheels. is a decent card, but you know it's not as greedy as shipping Kami. Then not getting Portuguese consulate either, and that kind of stuff. And you just like Japan is not it's not gonna get a huge shrine boom or something because it's a bit of a problem if you're Brits and you sit in base and Japan gets like 200 pop shrines, but 200 pop off shrines. I mean, but if you play in base and he's just going a little bit aggressive, then you're fine. I think. Um, Raikou
Yeah, I
not
think
booming too
Japan.
much though. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Japan wanted to do something like killing the Brit forward base, but then Brit did no forward base, so it's a bit useless to have these early things, the Japanese consulate that early and these musketeers. It won't do anything, in my opinion.
Yeah, he kind of needed to scout because it's probably okay to go Japanese consulate if you get the shinobis instead of the clubs. Cause they're fast and they're strong. Like shinobis are really strong actually, so they would be helpful. But because there's no front base, the clubs are just shit at this point. And he needed to scout what Brit is doing because I just don't understand the clubs here.
Yeah, there is no like 14 musk for Brit, so it will be easy to hold this if he reacts. But he's losing one villager.
Yeah, losing one veal. Not the end of the world, but for sure not optimal.
Oh, 3 Raxes for Brit. Oh, I don't know. There is
I think
one which is not.
he's not gonna go for 3. He's gonna cancel 1 for sure, because it makes no sense.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point of the game, like 7-minute 3 Raxes is a bit impossible to mass from this.
Well, maybe if you did 3 bills Virginia Company full boom, then in like ship 700 gold, you might be able to spam from 3 Rexes for a while, but not if you go for like 100 mana pop and no 5 bills, and for sure you can't do that.
But he is doing that.
Why would you do that? It's just a waste of food. It's one mana and a half, so it's just less eco for Brits, and I don't get why you would have 3 of them.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh, and he's gonna lose another bill. But meanwhile, Brits is killing a couple shrines.
Yeah, so maybe it makes it even.
Kind of, yeah. Japan's still ahead in eco though, and 700 coins. So I guess you just wanna get a huge musketeer spam, but really, can you spam out of 3 Raxes? I can't believe it. Even if he's eating all his sheep or whatever goats, he's not gonna be able to get good batches out, and it's just a waste of food at the end of the day.
Yeah, and he's also mismacroing. He has like still all the gold in bank. He didn't use the shipment.
He's got 6 wheels on gold. He should have no wheel on gold at this point if he wants to really spam out of 3 Raxes, but it just makes no sense.
Can't he buy food?
Yeah, I think he just bought some food. He does get 1 batch of 15, but I think it's the only batch he's gonna get like that. No way he gets another one.
Yeah, and it's just because he idled his waxes before, because you can't do more than 10 musketeers every batches. It's already a lot at this point.
Yeah, and he's got lots of musketeers, but fighting with only half of them, kind of, and I don't understand why he's not waiting for the extra musk, because that's a decent trade for edurdoscool. He has to go back now, but he did get an okay trade, I think, with his ashes.
And Raikou maybe it was good for Brit, I think, in the end.
Was okay, but yeah, I guess it's okay. And now, you know, now the musketeer upgrade coming in for Raikou, I really feel like he could have delayed the fight a little bit, but now he does have a very big musketeer spam here.
Yeah, with the upgrade, and Japan has no Yumis in queue. He has only more hashes, so it's not really gonna be enough.
And he's popping ashes right in the mask, but he can't really do that just because he doesn't have enough units. Although, I don't know, Raikou again forgetting about some musketeers in the back, and again, not the worst trade for Japan. He's kind of able to even up the military. He can even call Minutemen now, and I think he could be kind of okay with the TC Fire. maybe not clean up, but he's gonna kill most of the musketeers. But there's a batch of 10 musk on the way.
Yeah, so yeah, in the end, I don't know. Oh, maybe no, it's enough for Japan to stay in the game. Oh, on 5 Yumis, so
Yeah.
so yeah, I think it will be okay for Japan.
Right, but he did get a stable up, which I don't really understand since Brady's going full musk, but anyway, yeah, it's a close game again. Brit still
I don't really know why Brit is so far ahead in eco.
He's not. Maybe you didn't put recalculated.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, because it's really even at this point. What about the market upgrades though? Japan got every tier 1 market upgrade and the tier 2 food upgrade. And Brits got placer mines and steel traps, so he's good to spam a bit. But he already needs to re-macro because he's got half of his vills on coin, and you don't need that for musketeer production.
Yeah, and he's pushing with very few musketeers actually. He could get the trap and lose some. I don't really like that he pushes now between the raxes.
Yeah. It feels like there was a strong timing for Raikou, but at the end of the day, it's looking good for Japs, I feel like. Also because the more it goes like this, and the better it gets for Japan, right? They're like, and that's a nice pop now. He's gonna clean up or force him back at least. And Japan likes to go late game, so
like there is tons of musketeers on the way.
He keeps doing that. Every time he took a fight, he had like 10 or 15 musk on the way, and he keeps taking fights every time doing that. So Japan is able to get decent trades despite having like half the military, you know, every time. Like even now he's got half, but he's just getting good trades.
Yeah, and he goes back unlike Brit, so he won't lose all this army.
Yeah, just a better unit control from edurdoscool overall, I think.
Yeah, but it's still gonna be a bit hard for him to hold this, maybe.
Yeah, I think he should add maybe a few Yumis just for the range, just that you can hit and run the musketeers. Even just 5 or 10 Yumis are enough to get free kills. Like now he could just shoot with them, you know, and get free kills. So that he doesn't lose his racks for free, but he's just making only Ashi. It's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, if some Yumis really prevent Grid from sieging without killing the army, I think.
Yeah, because now he can do it with Ashi's, like come and try to get free kills, but it's not as good as with Yumis. And he can't take that fight. I don't think edurdoscool can take that. He does have Ashi upgrading, but he's just got way less stuff. And for the first time, it looks like Blue is taking a bad fight here.
Yeah.
Although again, there's just so many units crossing the map, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's again a lot of musketeers. So yeah, but still Brit is winning with this fight, it seems.
Yep.
Oh, and there is no food left for Japan soon.
Oh, that's really sad for him. Because now he would be maybe shipping 5 Yumis and stuff, but he's gonna need to ship the orchards soon. And he still has his shrines on wood. He should maybe switch them to food now, because he's gonna need that. This could be tricky for Japan. He can't remass too much with all his vills in the TC.
And there is still these big batches of musketeers. It's insane.
Yep. No must HP though. I don't know why he's not shipping must HP. He's just shipping 700 food now, and I mean he's got 41 musk. I think it's good to ship the upgrade now.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, but he doesn't have it in deck.
What? Why? Why would you spam pure musketeers the whole game if you don't even have your HP upgrade? It's kind of strange.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's so weird. But yeah.
Actually, does he have? Oh, yeah, he has 10 cards in H2.
He has a full deck, but yeah, just missing this important card. He also doesn't have Musketeer Combat in H3. Kind of strange, really. Um, but also on another topic, I feel like Brits could have maybe made just like 5 pikes while doing all this pressure, just sieging down every shrine on the map. Like he could have killed 5 shrines or something and just keep pressuring. But he's gonna siege with Must now, which is okay, and he's gonna age actually with 2k5 food. And it's shipping 600 coin now. Oh boy, no. You don't need that. You really don't. I think he could have kept that card for each 3, like getting 2 falconets or whatever, but...
Yeah. Definitely, and yeah, maybe he needs also some cav now because that's probably enough musketeers.
Yeah, I guess you can go up to 50 musks, like get another big batch of like 15. Then you have 50 musks and you can add some hussars maybe. Because, yeah, Japan is switching to Yumi. And he should have seen it because he just killed a musketeer here. So he can see there's Yumi, so he could make Huss. Do we have a stable yet? No, we don't. Japan actually has a stable which he's not using, but Brits doesn't have a stable.
Yeah, and Japan didn't ship the orchards, so he's just gathering food from the shrines and.
He's got it on the way now, but it's a bit late. Yeah, he's using his shrines and food indeed, but he's gonna be stacking lots of wood and coin for a while.
Yeah.
But it's a good push here for Japan. I mean, he can get some nice kills in with his Yumis.
Yeah, Bridge shouldn't fight this, I think.
Well, I mean, the Yumis are a little bit out of position, a little bit too close, and he's actually flanking. I really like this. This is maybe GG, to be honest. If he can trap everything here and age up at the same time, it's probably just over. But he needs to pull them more here, like his flank, just block everything, you know.
Yeah, and he went back for a moment with the big mass of musk. So, oh yeah, still he's cleaning up.
Yeah, and some musketeers not shooting. Not the greatest unit control from Raikou, I feel like. But still getting a really good trade and being up at the same time. And we might see Japan resign, to be honest, when Brit is up. I think I would resign.
When you look at the score, it seems over, to be honest.
Yeah, especially when you know there's going to be 2 falconets and veterancy for the musks and stuff.
he aged up with 400 wood, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's not too good, but I guess he doesn't know what to do with longbows at this point, and maybe he just want the wood to get upgrades and stuff, but yeah.
Well, longbows are not so bad versus full infantry, I think, so...
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, 400 wood is not terrible, but yeah, it's definitely not as good as 7 longbows.
And Japan is going up.
Oh, yeah, so... but it's going to be a long way to go now for Japan, because Brits already got 50 upgraded musks and 2 falconets popping at home, going to be crossing the map, and he might just right-click TC before Japan can do anything, but he's going to waste time on the shrine there. He doesn't know, I guess, that Japan is aging, so he's a bit careful here, maybe waiting for his falconets, and I can understand that, but I think the second where Japan is up, Brits is gonna just right-click his TC, and that's gonna be a pain in the ass for Japan to deal with.
And yeah, and he can do a lot of damages with before it, like he's killing the stable for sure now.
Yeah, although he didn't make any single Nagi out of that anyway, but yeah.
Not so useful.
And Brits got 64 musketeers, it's just so many, and 2 falconets. It's just so sad he's got so many musk, and now he could get triple carded, you know? He could have like shipped the H2 upgrade already, and instead of 600 coin, he could be shipping the musk combat now, and he would have like H4 musks, but instead he's just got the attack upgrade. It's a little bit sad. Regardless though, RIP TC, I mean... GG?
Yeah, the TC is dead, and the Wax is dead as well now. So
yeah,
I think it's a bit over.
Yeah, what a falconet volley, killing the entire age up, like the 6 Yumis in one volley, boy.
Insane.
Oh my god, another pawn volley here, maybe another one, yeah. Edurdoscool resigning, he doesn't want any more falconet volleys. So that's Raikou winning a game now.
Yeah, it's 2-1, no? And it was another fun game.
Yeah, really strange build again from both players, kind of. I mean, 3 Raxes for Brits for some reason, and just well, Japan didn't play too weird, but I don't
Still
know. The
no
club start was
consulate.
kind of strange.
Yeah,
Like it might have been a totally different game if you got Shinobis at start instead of clubs. It could have been because then in his base, if you remember, when Brit pushed, he was using his clubs in cover mode to tank, which is okay, but not as good as having like 4 Shinobis or 5. Could have helped him just enough to actually defend that British push, maybe. Because
yeah,
he really didn't need much to clean Brits up. At some point, Brits had only 15 musks left, so imagine with like extra Shinobis, maybe he could have held. But yeah, just Brits always a bit ahead in military the whole game and just taking decent fights. So yeah,
yeah, but it
GG.
was close again.
Yeah, it was close for sure.
I feel like all this game, the players are playing really aggressive and it's really close games with player pushing without being sure it will work. Like they are not playing very safe, so it's hard to know who will win each time.
Yeah, it's an interesting and close series, but definitely not very standard so far. Um,
And next map is Baja, California. Oh,
yep.
and it seems like Raikou is going for Ottomans, which I like.
Yeah, it's definitely a good pick on Baja.
We will see what Edurdoscool does. I don't really know what's the best against Ottomans on this map. Oh, yeah, German is a good pick. They are good against Ottomans.
Uh, they are on some maps. I mean, I still feel like it's a rather close matchup. Maybe I'm biased because it's one of these matchups I feel like I win on both sides just because I know both sieves and a bit like France against Germany as well. And I feel like it's kind of close. And on Baja California, I wouldn't counterpick Otto with Germany because your straight TP is right in the middle and your second coin mine is not super safe on this map. So I feel like
Oh,
if
yeah.
Otto just goes for some kind of aggressive Jan Haas stuff, you could be in trouble to defend. But
But I
we'll
mean,
see. We'll
what other
see.
option do you have to play against Ottomans on this map?
What option?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you gotta scout what they're doing. But if you see a
No,
front,
no. I
what?
mean, what sieve could you pick?
Oh,
Uh,
well, even I would rather be France here than Germany for one thing, because it's just easier to defend the Jan pressure and stuff. You can't really go Jan Haas against France because they have Musketeers, so you kind of have to go Jan Abus if you want to play H2. And Jan Abus is just not as good because you can't like push in the base because Abus can suck against CDBs and TC Fire. So I would be France instead of Germany, or you could just play maybe something else. I'm thinking about something. I don't really know. It's very strong on this map, to be fair.
yeah, I agree. And there is some sieve which do okay on this map, like Brit and Japan, but obviously he can't use them now, so
Yeah, and
it's a
even
bit
Brits
sad.
against Otto, I wouldn't do that. But on this map, but yeah, well, I guess Germany is an okay pick for sure. They're
Yeah.
both going to the same
What?
TP, but Raikou is
Why
going for.
Ottomans is going there?
He's going for the wrong one. And on this new Baja California, you can just go here, right? There was lots of drama on ESOC about it. So Otto could have just got an insane experience pass here, but in fact he's gonna miss it and he's gonna go back and gonna build here anyway and just gonna lose like 120 XP or whatever you get on this map. So it's huge.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. And the wood starts is actually pretty good for Germany, I think, yeah,
Yeah.
on this map because if you don't get a wood start and Ottomans can pick both this TP and this TP before you pick one. So then you have to take this one, but it's pretty shit because it's easy for Ottomans to siege it.
Yeah, that's true. That's
But no,
true.
he has a strong TP that will be impossible for Ottomans to ever siege down.
Yeah, cause he's gonna Otto is gonna have to go on top, just try to like send 5 gens on that TP, and it's just gonna mean a bit less pressure on Germany early on. I think he will be able
Yeah,
to siege it down, but
but it's
it's
sweet
not gonna be for free. It's not gonna siege it down for free.
because if you try to do that, then your own TP here is under pressure, or even if you have an FP here,
Well,
it's a short way from the opponent's base to go from here to here, and
yeah,
if you have your
sure.
army
Then
there, it's risky.
I think you can do it just because you're auto and you're faster. So even if you send 5 gens on top, you should be okay to defend your TPs or whatever. But it's just buying time for Germany because when you're sieging his TP on top, you're not pressuring him and that kind of stuff. So for example, if you send 5 gens on top, Germany could maybe just naked FF or something like that. Uh, but we'll see. Raikou is shipping Silk Road, I guess. I mean, he didn't make a
Oh,
house, so
oh,
but
yeah.
But if he
But
ships Silk Road, he shouldn't gather that 100 wood. He gathered all his wood crates, but he should keep them, on the floor to get the extra 25 wood in each. He could get a free 100 wood. Just schooners, okay? It's not Silk Road. Schooners.
okay, I understand. But I think, well, since he missed his TP, like, he kind of had to do that. But otherwise, you can do both free villagers and another shipment and still have a shipment ready in H2 if you have the 400 would start and
Yeah.
get like if he got this TP for the first pass, he could have done that. So
Yeah, for
it's a
sure.
bit
Easily. On this map, easily. On some maps, you might wait a little bit in H2 for your shipment. If it's a bad TP map like Mendocino or something like that. But on this map, if you get the meter XP, I'd say it's kind of like Great Plains. So then you're
yeah.
definitely able to ship 2 shipments in H1 and still have one in H2. Uh, but yeah, okay. So he's just gonna go really heavy on water now,
Yeah, it's
because
interesting, I think, in this matchup.
if
I
you if,
like it.
if you skip trivials, then you already have to commit a lot to water to make it pay off. So we're gonna see heavy water for Otto here. I expect a second dark, I think, when he has his 400 wood age up. I'm not sure I like it against Germany. I don't know. We will have to see.
Yeah, to be honest, I have no idea whether it will be strong or not, but at least it will be interesting to watch because it's not something we see a lot. So we will see if it works or not.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's also gonna depend if Germany can scout it. I just feel
Yeah,
like, if Germany goes for that kind of naked FF where you just do 3 settler wagon, 700 coin, and just age as soon as you can, ship units, he might just be able to right click auto, because without trivials, it's gonna be slower, and shipping schooners is also a big investment. So he might just die to the H3 Germany stuff. We'll see. It's
yeah.
interesting for sure.
Do you know if Germany scouts the dock because he did a second TP, but uh, overall a bit strange on this matchup. So
I think
I
he
don't
maybe
know if
wanted to just deny the stagecoach. He was just like, oh, he didn't pick up the TP, I'm gonna do it. But he doesn't, I don't think he knows about the dock. Then again, if you check Otto's deck, it's not a heavy water deck, so you can't be sure that he's actually going water, but you can maybe guess. But now he did spot the dock
yeah.
with his native scout, and that's gonna be a really big. It's gonna really, like, Germany's gonna be able to adapt now. And there's a second dock here, sneaky dock on the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's
now he can go for a bit of a forward racks, maybe burn down the middle TP and get a stagecoach or something like that and age up. I don't know. We'll see
yeah,
what
but
Germany does.
there is some chance for Ottomans. So I don't think he will be able to kill the TP with the pikes which are in queue.
Yeah, maybe not. That depends on how many gens. Otto is able to train.
Well, if it's only pikes, like all this jam mass is enough to kill a very big amount of pikes anyway.
Yeah,
So
of course, but I mean, then obviously Germany would make crossbows as well. So, and there's also the free Uhlans. They're not super good against giants, but they help. So, like if there's 10 bows, 5 pikes, and 2 Uhlans or 4 Uhlans against this massive giants, Otto just loses his army. We'll see. We'll see. For now, Germany is for sure gonna have to go back. And he
yeah,
did.
I don't really like that Germany is going for the pikes plus crossbows.
Yeah, it's maybe not the greatest answer. I really feel like naked FF, like I said, would be better here. Just
Yeah, I
having
agree.
such a strong push in H3 and Auto just being slower because of that boom. Uh,
But that's
oh,
already a lot of fishing boats for Ottomans.
yeah, for sure. But meanwhile, he doesn't really have a better eco than Germany. I mean, he barely has. And now, right now, Germany could be H3 just now at 7 minutes. And so he would have 10 Jans in the same eco as Germany, but H2 and not able to age up anytime soon. And then there could be a big
Oh,
window for Germany to push, but a dock shipping to
yeah, on two
caravels.
caravel.
Yeah, that's
So,
also one way to do it for sure.
oh, and he's sieging the dock already with the two Hulans.
Yeah, and Otto is trying to age.
Oh, if Otto doesn't react very soon, he will just lose all these fishing boats on this dock. It will be big.
I'm not sure if Otto has 2 galleys on the way. He's got a shipment on the way after the 700 gold to age up, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be 2 galleys.
Oh, 5 Jans. It's
Eh,
really bad.
5 Jans.
Yeah,
I think he should have canceled that and just ship galleys when he saw there were like caravels here, I guess. But
yeah, because no, this is dead, this dock and all these fishing boats.
yeah, and
There's no way he kills that.
what other gens gonna do?
Yeah, not even winning this fight.
No, because he's aging at the same time, so the gens are really useless. And here he can just set his pikes to cover mode, and he's doing it. Because they anyway do no damage basically, so they're just gonna tank and meanwhile the Uhlans and crossbows are gonna be able to clean this up, I think. Because there's also an 8 crossbow shipment coming in.
Oh
So
yeah,
Otto is gonna lose all his Jans, he's gonna lose all his fishing boats, and then he's gonna be H3. So yeah, he will be H3 at least, but he's lost everything else. So he's gonna have
yeah.
much less eco. Germany will be maybe
Also
able to get a stagecoach, and
without the trading posts, it's gonna be a bit of time before Ottomans gets his second H3 shipments. So, and only one is not so useful since he has no Jans. Like he kinda needs to ship 8 Jans on the 2 Falconets if he wants to hold, but it won't be possible now.
I guess he would have been fine if he just didn't waste his Jans just now. If he just stayed in base, right, and have like 20
Yeah,
Jans, because he could have like 20 now, and then get them to veteran and ship Falconets, he could defend. But
yeah,
now he's
but
just
no.
losing everything. Now, if only he didn't lose his fishing boats, he could gather for Spahis and maybe clean up, to be honest. But without the fishing boats, he's not going to be able to get the food for the Spahis. So I don't know.
And Germany will go up, I guess,
Yeah,
because he shipped gold and has a lot of food.
definitely. Yeah, he should be aging. He did enough damage now. This game is over anyway. Look at the scores. I mean, he just shut down the whole water boom with just a caravel shipment and one more
Yeah,
caravel. And he can even train some fishing boats now if he wants to out of this dock, like a few of them. So
yeah,
it's just really tough for
big.
Otto. I guess he killed the Uhlans. I don't. Oh, nah, it's not enough. There's the pikes. Even with Minutemen, I think.
Yeah, that's only 1 chance. We are
Yeah.
even 0 now, so safe.
But imagine Falconets, because Germany kind of wasted his Uhlans. He could have just seen
Oh
Falconets,
yeah,
but anyway, I guess it was a bit risky to go for Falcons without any anti-cav, but doesn't matter. Like Germany's gonna be up quite soon. He needs to gather his coin. He's finally gonna do it now.
Yeah, and that's like Germany has a lot more eco now than Ottomans. And also the stagecoach with 3 TP.
Soon 3 TBs, yeah. He's even gonna get the pass now. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's just looking very, very bad. Otto. And Germany's just like securing the coast. He's even gonna kill a house with his caravel and making sure Otto doesn't rebuild any kind of dock. Although he does have a dock on the south that Germany didn't see, but it's gonna be too long now.
Yeah, and he also can't gather from his first hand, no, because the caravels are protecting it.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And why is he pushing again with like 3 Jans and 5 Haas? I don't know.
Yeah, and he shipped 1k gold. So I guess he wants Mamelukes.
Yeah, he
But
kind of has to do something like that. I think at this point he's so far behind, he needs to get like a big calf shipment and hopefully just clean up Germany and then push him like on his resources or something like that. He needs to do something weird. He can't just play standard at this point, I think. But
yeah,
I don't
but
think it's gonna
I
be
don't
enough
really
anyway.
believe in it. Yeah.
But he doesn't really have a choice. I mean, if he just goes for the standard Jan stuff, he's just gonna die to Skirm Wagon, I guess. So
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, the Mamelukes are also gonna die to our wagon, I guess.
yeah, and he's stacking 1k6 gold now. So not
Yeah,
sure.
because since he has no TP, the shipments are a bit slower to come.
Yeah, sure. So he can't spend his 1k gold, but even after that, why does he have 1k6 gold? Don't know what
Yeah.
he's gonna do with it.
Yeah, I don't know. He needs to stop chopping that much.
Yeah, he should just be chopping wood and stop mining coin because he needs Jan veterancy anyway, I think so.
Oh yeah, he still doesn't have it, and he should also he needs wood to take back the trading post as well. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know if he already can because Germany has more stuff. I mean, it's just over. Those cores are so one-sided. It's
yeah,
just
yeah, it's
auto,
true.
right? If you commit to doing something and then you get shut down, you lose the game. Like if you commit to massing and then you lose your army, you lost. If you commit to booming and you lose your water, you lost. Like there's just no way to come back. It's just an all-in sieve. You don't have the opportunity to lose your stuff and just remass. Like it's not like your Brits or something and or Russia. So it's just over since quite a long time now, and but it's tournament, so he's still gonna try. And I guess with the Mams, he has a shot now at taking it because there's no war wagons. But he really needs to bring back his units. But imagine like Minutemen and 4 Mams, he might have a chance to clean up. I don't think it matters
Well,
too much. Like I think Germany still wins even if he gets cleaned up just by making war wagons. But
yeah.
still, he
Also,
could get a good fight.
there is still like a few like 7 pikemen and 12 villains. So
Oh, but still, look at this angle. I
that's
think it's a really good angle from Otto here. He's gonna trap everything, and he can just send all his gens in mini mode now. And the pikes are not super scary. He can snipe them with Minutemen.
yeah,
Just really sad he doesn't have veteran gens. Yeah, well, Wagon's gonna come a little bit too late. I think Germany is cleaned up anyway. But definitely gonna help at least get some volleys with the War Wagons and then run away. Now
yeah.
it's time
But
to stop being melee mode
meanwhile,
with your gens. uh,
like Ottomans won this fight for sure, but meanwhile he lost a lot of villagers here, and he
oh,
lost also a lot of fishing boats here. So he
yeah.
has really no eco now. It's 21 economic population. It's nothing, and he's still losing more fishing boats.
Yeah, I mean this game is over, but I just
Yeah,
mean like that fight. I could see it coming that the Mams and Minutemen would just clean this up, but it's not enough, yeah. But it was worth a try, right? It's tournament, so of course you're not gonna resign before popping your Mams and stuff. So he tried it, he took the fight, and then he realized he lost all his eco, and he can't really keep fighting this. So because next
yeah,
Germany is just gonna ship 3 war wagons, make 5 more or something like that, and then you can't kill the army as Otto without any
yeah.
eco.
You are never gonna kill them without veteran Abusgens and
Yeah.
far from getting any Habsburgs.
Yeah. So that's 3-1 for School here. Quite a convincing win from him.
Yeah, he looks quite good. And next round he's gonna play versus Haza, but I think Haza forfeit.
What?
I'm not sure.
He
I think
forfeits?
Haza. Yeah, I think so because he said he has to go to Thailand or something. So I don't think he will play.
I think he just
Which
doesn't really want
means
to play, to be honest. But yeah, I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
he's been like flaming 1v1 so much recently. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see then. I guess that would be a bit sad if Hazard forfeits, but not that surprising, to be honest. But then
But it
that
will
would
mean
suck for sure. So School could get to the last round or something like that of the lower brackets, I
um,
guess.
yeah. Well, there is still 2 rounds if Hazard forfeits, but
Oh,
still it will be a good shot for him to get his qualification for the LAN tourney,
who else does
which
he
will
have to
be
play
really
then?
unexpected.
Yeah.
um, there is the loser of the first part of the bracket that he will have to play. It's between Jaruga, Azemka, and
Oh,
I Am Soldier. So
yeah. That's tough
this
for sure. Like even if he doesn't get to play Hazard, if he gets like Diaruga or Azam Soldier, it's gonna be really hard, I think, for Idioto School. He's looking really solid in this series, but Ace
well,
and Diaruga and Soldier are pretty much top players, so we'll
yeah,
see.
but he did it already versus Ace,
The-
so why not?
Yeah, but that was like Azam did really weird stuff, honestly, and I think he could win it. He
Yeah,
just
for
did
sure.
bullshit, to be honest. And but yeah, well, we'll have to see. Would be funny to see an Azam against Idioto School rematch.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
but first we have to see who wins between Azam and Diaroga anyway. All right. So I can't keep on casting. I have to go. So I maybe someone is gonna cast a show match. The
I
interjection
know.
says maybe, maybe not. Uh, because like the next series is in 1 hour 20. It's at 18 GMT. We are going to have. Let me check, guys. We're going to have at 18
Frontier
GMT
versus
Frontier against Jerry Muno, and then
yeah.
at 20 GMT we get Give the Dirty against Perez, and so it's a 1 hour 20 downtime now until the next series, and we might get a show match or we might not. I can't really tell you. We want the show match, but we don't know if we have a main caster for it. And I don't believe that you can be main caster, bwinner, right? You can just go cast.
No, I can't. Yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah, my internet is not good enough at the moment.
Yeah, so I'm just asking, but I feel like we're not gonna get a show match, unfortunately, because the only person answering is interjection, but it looks like he can't, because he's probably busy with escape AOE. So I don't think we get anyone else. Maito is not here. Just gonna wait a couple more minutes, guys. Interjection is answering me now, and then I'm gonna let you know.
Okay, so yeah, interjection can't right now apparently, but we will have. He will be there for the next series, so it's
Yeah, we
already
will
something.
probably have interjection for the next tournament series, but it looks like he's not able to cast a show match just now. So I guess it's just gonna be a downtime. You guys can just come back in a bit more than 1 hour for Frontier against Jerry Munoz. Should be a good series, I think. And that's gonna be it for me. And I guess bwinner, you will be maybe co-casting later.